Well, there it is, all plated up and beautiful. This is a meal just waiting to be enjoyed. Man, that is good. You're gonna love this one. Easy and delicious. Yeah, I've got just a little down here. I'm out in my garden right now, harvesting a little squash. Now, taking out a zucchini that was here. It was huge, and it was pretty much at the end of its life. But my yellow squash is still up and running, and that's this thing back here, and it vines across down there also. I'm going to collect some squash, and that's going to be for dinner tonight. And I was looking forward to doing this and showing y'all the garden, let you take a look at what's going on. Sometimes it's nice just to go out, harvest some of your vegetables, build a meal around it. And this morning when I was out here looking at these, I thought, I know just what to do with that. Get some squash. Yeah, beautiful. I've got some smaller ones here, and they would be okay. They're just a little bit young, but it doesn't hurt. And I'm producing so much that it makes me say, oh, what the heck. That should do it. Squash. Okay, got our squash in there from the garden. Getting ready to cut it up, and I'm going to go ahead and cut up this chicken. And that away in a little bit here when I'm ready to do my cooking. I already have everything prepped. So, just the way I like to do stuff. I've gone ahead and washed the squash, so it's all ready to go. All right. Oh, yeah. And I thought some marinated artichokes would be just the ticket with this dish. Well, howdy, folks. Welcome back to my kitchen. This is Texas Cooking Today. I'm Stuart, and today we're going to be making a really delicious dish. We're going to be doing Tonnarelli pasta. I'm going to be doing a pesto pasta dish that's got chicken and some squash, and it's going to be flat delicious. So in a minute we're going to take a look at these ingredients. I would like to invite you, first of all, to please subscribe to Texas Cooking Today if you haven't ever done so. Click that bell. That way you get notified when I put up new videos. Now usually I try to get new videos up weekly. Over the last year I've missed a couple of weeks. I apologize for that, but we're going to be getting caught up right during the fall season here. Now this, I'm going to be fixing the Tonnarelli. We're also going to be doing some crescent rolls, and both of those products, those are wild grain products. Now what is wild grain? Wild Grain's a company that I have entered an affiliate agreement with. Now they're not paying for this video. That would be cool if they were, but they're not. However, I do have an affiliate link in my description box that if you click that and you decide to purchase their product, I'll get a nice little commission on it. So please take a look at that at the end of this video. Well worth your time. These products I'm about to use are, number one, they're quick, easy, elegant, and flat delicious. So the Tonnarelli, that is a flat pasta. You know the way fettuccine's flat, but it is real skinny the way spaghetti is skinny. So it's a skinny flat noodle. I thought this would be a perfect recipe using the pesto sauce and some chicken. We're gonna bring out some beautiful flavors here in a moment, and this is really simple. So this meal is actually planned to be an easy weeknight meal. There's not a lot of work to it. As you've seen, I've cut up a little bit of chicken and some squash. I have some artichokes here that are marinated, and we're gonna get started heating some water in the oven right now. That's gonna take the most amount of time. The actual cook on this, I expect to take about 20 minutes. Come on over, let's look at this stuff, and we'll get started cooking it up. All right. Get that back burner up and heating that water. Turn on the oven here. All right, now I've got my wild grain products here. These are some crescent rolls that they have. Fabulous crescent rolls. And here's the Tonnarelli pasta. I'm gonna open this up and go right down in the water with it. Like I said, just a thin, flat noodle. Really nice. Wild Grain produces some really, really good products. I have been thoroughly impressed with everything they have. They do sourdough breads that are incredible. So I have nothing but good to say about them. Now I've got a cooking sheet over here, and I'm gonna spread a little butter on it for those crescent rolls. And mention my ingredients here. As you see, we got some chicken. I got some squash going on over here. And these are marinated artichoke hearts, okay? Delicious guys, okay? Now you can go with just a plain fresh artichoke heart if you want. You could use canned artichoke hearts. I'm using the marinated ones because I love that marinated flavor. I love them when they're done that way, and I thought that would work so well using pesto sauce and putting it with pasta. That would be perfect, okay? So, now I have put some butter on this baking pan over here. Now that's not according to the directions, but it's just the way I like to do certain things like this. And whenever I'm gonna cook up a roll that's like this, I'm gonna fix my pan like that. So I've got diced chicken, artichoke hearts, and some yellow squash. And what I'm looking here for here is, this is enough for 2 to 3 people basically. And it's gonna be a nice sized portion. So I'm looking forward to a big meal out of these items. Now back here I have some pesto sauce. Yeah, I'm using a jarred sauce. And that's because finding enough basil leaves to make a good pesto, well folks, it takes a lot of basil, all right? And unless you've got a market that sells basil by the pound, which this town does not, then it's gonna be hard to make your own. So I am consigned to use a jar sauce at the moment. If I was growing enough basil, I would have just made it fresh. It's not hard. It's basil leaves, pine nuts, a little olive oil, garlic, and some Parmesan cheese, and you've got pesto. So this is going to come up to a boil in a moment. As soon as this starts breaking a boil, I'm going to start heating this pan, and we're going to get this underway. This whole cook should be done inside of about 20 minutes. Okay, I have my water. That's up and boiling now. So I'm going to start this center pan heating. There we go, got the heat under it, and getting this in the oven right now. Now on those crescent rolls, according to their directions, those things take 18 to 22 minutes. And I've learned my oven bakes a little bit fast, so I pare that down to 16 to 18 minutes. So keep an eye on those things. Now my pan here is heating up, and it's been heating for about 2 minutes now. So let's put just a little water on it and see what I get. Okay, it's starting to bead up and not sizzle off immediately, and that's where I need my pan to be. I need it to be hot enough for water just to skate around in there, and if I've got that condition, well then that pan's going to sear really nice. Start this with a little olive oil right down in here. You can use any kind of oil you want. I'll use either peanut or olive oil depending on my mood for that day. And I thought this would be a good one for olive. And right. There we go. Now I just want to get a good sear all the way around on that, and that means cooking it until it's all nice and white to begin with. And then we're going to add in the squash, cook the squash and this together until we get good caramelization across it. All right, now, water up and boiling. There we go, a little bit of salt. And I'm going to get my Tonnarelli. All of it right down in there. Okay, now this is going to come up in temperature rather quickly. That will separate, and as it does, just pull apart those noodles, continue cooking, and once it comes back to a boil, you want to cook it for about 5 or 6 minutes. You can check your noodles the same way you would any other. See there, it's coming apart nice. All right, nothing like fresh pasta. The delicious flavors that you get. Now folks, I'll use timers in a variety of ways. I have a count up timer on this, but I have a count down timer on the rolls in the oven, which we're up to, or I should say down to 11 minutes now. These noodles will need to cook for 5 to 6 minutes. That was my timer telling me 10 minutes left in the oven. Now, I'm starting to get white all over my meat with a little caramelization. And that tells me it's time for some of that. I'm going to add a little bit of salt over my chicken and squash. In addition, I want some onion powder on all of that. So just gently, very lightly sprinkle a little onion powder, if you wish, like this right here, a little garlic powder. Those two items will really help that to pop. So to finish this off, as soon as I am finished cooking the pasta, we're going to drain it, throw the artichokes in with the pasta, and also the pesto sauce in the pasta. Stir it all together. I'm going to let that hold while we're finishing off the rolls and letting this finish off. All right, this has been searing for just a few minutes, about 2 minutes. Now looky there. I'm starting to get some beautiful brown going on that squash. That's just right. Okay, my timer is telling me there's 5 minutes left on my rolls, and I'm checking the condition of my pasta. Pasta is fantastic. It's almost to the perfect level of al dente. This has cooked up beautifully. And I'm judging by all that nice caramelization, that brown that I'm getting on there. So at this point, I'm dropping the heat. This is fully cooked. It'll rest. My pasta back here, it has finished cooking. I just need to drain it, and we're going to get on with what we do there. And this is what's next. Go ahead and get your artichokes in there. Now, so you'll know pesto sauces, they will separate, all right? You're going to get a whole bunch of that oil. If it's made with olive oil, that'll be on top. Here we go. I'm just going to get this right down in here. I'm going to use the majority of it, if not all of it. I'm going to stir it first. All I have to do here is get this plated up, top it with this, and we have a beautiful dish ready to serve. All right, I think my rolls should be ready. Let's look. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what I'm talking about right here. How to make a meal elegant and be easy with it. There it is. Let's take my pasta, get it right here, plate it up all beautiful. Something for my dog right there. Take a little time and make this as pretty as I would like it to be. And I have a little treat right down here for my puppy dog. She's gonna love me for that. Well, there it is, all plated up and beautiful. This is a meal just waiting to be enjoyed. Not too much effort went into this guy, and yet I've got something here that aromatic, the beautiful aroma coming off of this, the wonderful ingredients I've used. Oh yeah. So the pasta is perfect. This is a perfect use for it. Let's try that roll. Beautiful, light. Just pulling apart the right way. That's what a good crescent roll is right there. Hey, remember, that's Wild Grains. That link is right down below here in the description box. Give them a try. You're going to like it. It's definitely something I've signed up for. Well, folks, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Click the like button if you enjoyed this. Drop me a comment down below. Believe it or not, I read those things. And remember, sometimes cooking something like this, it's not a matter of having a set list of ingredients or measurements. It's just about getting in there, cooking it up, making it happen. Because here we have, like I said, plenty of food. You could easily feed 3 people, 4 people on what is right here. Got plenty. And folks, it's a good use of ingredients. Thank you for watching. You have a good day.